Hey everybody, it's Jay. Before we get into this video, firstly I want to say a huge thank you to everyone for helping me reach 100 subscribers. I could not have done it without you guys. Thank you guys for sitting here listening to me rant and overreact and just overall just listening to me talk about the Seahawks and sharing some of the frustrations and some of the joy with you guys as well. And as a thank you, I would like to start a live stream for one of these times. So in a future video, I'll bring it up. Thinking about doing a live stream for one of the primetime games, but I will bring it up at some point in a future video. But I do want to thank you guys for giving me your attention by doing something like that for you guys. But yeah, thank you so much, and let's get into the video. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to J Sports Seattle. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Seahawks. Sorry I could not get to a preview video. Again, I've been very busy. I'm actually going to have to start doing my preview videos either on Wednesday or Thursdays or Fridays instead of Saturdays like I've been doing like last season. But I'll get into that later. But this video, I'm going to go over the Seahawks-Steelers game. This was a great game. I can't even lie. It was a roller coaster of a game, but overall, this was a great game. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. So if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Seahawks and Seattle sports content. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. Alrighty, so week 2. It's something with these week 2 games for us. After we lose the first week, we just come back and bounce right back. This is what we did in 2023 when we took that big L against the Rams, and then we went into Detroit the following week and took their trap. So something like it's the same as this. Like, we completely blindsided the Steelers, and after week 1, against the Niners, I was going through it a little bit because it's the Niners, and we lost to a bitter division rival on our home turf. That hurt. Did I overreact? Maybe, but then again, it's week 1, and I did say it's week 1, so I didn't exactly. Even though I may have was a little emotional, I didn't say that week 1 was the end all be all when it came to whether this team is going to be good or not. I just said it's week 1 and we just got to move on to the next week, which is true. That's exactly what we did. We moved on to the next week. It's now onto the Steelers, and boom, we went into Pittsburgh and we showed that we are not going away. This is who we are, and we just had a rough start to the year. That's why I said it's week 1, and that doesn't really matter sometimes. So that's really good to see that we bounce back, because an 0-2 start, especially since the other teams in the NFC West won, that would have been very, very tumultuous for us for the rest of the season. So, but this overall, this game was a great performance. I thought Darnold played a good game. That first pick, I thought was his fault 100%. He just threw a ball he shouldn't have thrown. The second pick wasn't his fault. The O-line, I don't know what's going on. The O-line has been great, but there are still some inconsistencies with pass protection, and you saw it on that second interception, which caused the Steelers to score a touchdown. Albeit it was their only offensive touchdown the entire game, but still, that did allow a touchdown. I'm gonna move on to the box score. This defense, man, I'm telling you. Firstly, another thing, this was a Mike Macdonald game right here. This right here is a Mike Macdonald game. You lose, you're 0-1, you go into this game, you're down 7-14 at half, you pull it together, and you win the second half. This kind of reminds me of the Jets game last year. Albeit the Jets was a little worse because we were down 14 points and we were really clawing our way back for most of the game. We didn't take versus this game. We tied it in the third quarter. So it's not like we were about to lose or anything. But This game right here shows the resilience that a Mike Macdonald-led team has. Do not give up and make the adjustments. In the second half, the Steelers only scored 3 points. So the defense did their job. That's all I can say. The defense went crazy. Back-to-back weeks of allowing 17 points. Right now, this defense is looking like a top 10 defense. And this was us missing Devin Witherspoon and Emin Wari. So once those two come back, this defense is it's potential to be top 5 in the league. Like I'm serious. We'll see what happens against the Saints next week, but this defense is looking really, really solid, especially since, the Niners had a pretty solid O-line showing, and you saw that again against the Saints, although the Saints are rebuilding, but still, it's back-to-back weeks of a San Francisco O-line looking elite. And our defense held both teams, both the Steelers and the Niners, who both had playmakers, to 17 points. So I cannot complain about this defense at all. This defense has done nothing but impress me. But this is what I expected from a Mike Macdonald defense. So I'm very, very happy to see it. But I expect it to continue to happen, and hope that the offense, it's mainly the offense that I hope can keep up with the defense. This game it did. The offense scored 24 points. I will not talk about the touchdown return. The offense scored 24 points. If Myers hadn't missed that 36-yard field goal, it would have been a 27. But that's good enough to normally win a game. If you're allowing less than 20 points a game, 24 points will win you a game. That happened. We scored 31 because of special teams, but still that happened, and we won by 2 scores. This is what you want to see. This is a complete team win. We struggled in the first half. Mike went into that locker room in the second half and be like, hey, get it together. The second half is here. The game can still be won. That's exactly what the team did. And you saw that. I don't know if you guys saw that video of everyone celebrating Mike. That's everyone buying into his culture and buying into his leadership. And that is a very, very good sign. Obviously, this happened under Pete, but that's a good thing because this happened under Pete, who won us a Super Bowl. So players will always rally around their coaches when they are great. You always know when players are the coaches are losing the players in the locker room when you hear reports of it. You have not heard anything. For quite the opposite with Mike and his players. So this is really great to see. This was a complete team win. Sam Darnold, 300 yards in passing, 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. He had a quarterback rating of 89.8, QBR of 46.8, which isn't the best, but he won the game. He got us a win. That spin move on 39 to A.J. Barner, that's what we got him for. Because he can make plays with his legs, and he's shown that he can win when given the opportunity. And then that deep bomb to JSN, that was something right there. JSN is legitimately playing like an all-pro through these first 2 weeks of the season. I want to see him get into the end zone, but this dude has played great, and a lot of the time he's been lining up on the outside, not slot. So that's really, really good to see under Clint. And I spoke badly about Clint, and he's saying that we could be cursed to bad play calling, and I might have been a little hasty saying that. I just think that it was week 1. We faced a Rob Solid defense. So, that definitely doesn't help. But, we still got to implement this offense. It's going to take time. And we saw some positive things today. 66% completion percentage, 2 TDs. He took 2 sacks, which, Arnold's fault, were on his fault. One was immediately got decked on a play action pass. He did well. And then here, I got to talk about K9, man. This dude, I'm eating crow. I'm eating crow. I'm seriously am, because I said this last week that there's a chance that this dude may not be on this team after this year. This dude shut me the hell up real quick. And Zach Charbonnet really proved me wrong too by having 15 carries, only 10 yards. So K9, he's still great. You just got to give him the block more. That's it. And you got to just block better for him. That's it. So Charbonnet, he's still good. Don't get me wrong. He was the highest rated blocker on the offense. So it's not like he wasn't a complete waste out there yesterday. But he just struggled to get the ground game going. But that's okay because K9 had the ground game going. Just like last week, Charbonnet had a few nice touches. This week, K9 just had to get more touches. I mean, that's as simple as that. So K9 is still our lead back. There's no doubt in that. And I think he's going to continue to prove why we picked him second round. So JSN again, back-to-back weeks of 100-plus yards. Cooper Kupp had a great game yesterday. And this is the Cooper Kupp that we've been, accustomed to seeing on the Rams. And if this dude can, kind of settle in as that wide receiver 2, man, this will be probably the biggest signing of the offseason if this dude stays healthy and he continues to produce for us like this. Torrey Horton, he had that touchdown. Welcome to the league, man. Like, I am super happy about this guy. He's already made a meaningful contribution to this team, scoring an offensive touchdown, and that's really great to see. And I'm really happy that he's on the team. And I knew that Torrey Horton was going to be a sneaky good player, and he still has time to prove that he could be even better than just a wide receiver 3. So, AJ Barner, he had that touchdown catch. He also had that clutch catch to seal the game in the fourth quarter. Elijah Royal had a couple nice catches. K9 had a catch. This is the thing. Darnold was distributing the ball to his playmakers. He wasn't force-feeding one player. He gave it to everyone. Four players had 30 or more yards. That's what you want to see. So this was just great team offense right here, and that's what you want to see. This is what I was expecting from a Clint Kubiak offense, utilizing everyone in your offense, a balanced offense as well. So we did 29 carries to 33 pass attempts. That's balanced right there. That really is balanced, and that is what I want to see from this team is to run this ball and have a balanced team. And so far, we might be finding our identity here on offense, which would be dangerous along with this defense. So. And moving on to the defense, like I said, the defense played an absolute masterclass yesterday. Byron Murphy, the second man, had the best game as a Seahawk, and I think he's starting to come into his own, especially since he's playing out of position. He's normally a 3-tech, but he's playing nose tackle. So this is really great to see. He had a sack and a half. I think he had 2 sacks, but ESPN credits him with sack and a half and a TFL. And 3 QB hits. Like, this dude was wreaking havoc in the backfield yesterday, and that's what I love to see. Ernest Jones and Tyrese Knight both locked down that linebacker spot, and limited this Steelers defense, rushing offense, not defense, to 72 yards on the ground. That is perfect. That is what we want from this defense. 195 yards throughout the air. The secondary was clamping. 2 picks by A-Rod, one from that one pick in the end zone, and then that second pick to seal the game by Kobe Bryant. Like, we kept A-Rod in check, who went off against the Jets last week, albeit it was the Jets, but he still went off against his old team. So this is great to see. DK only had 20 yards in just that one touchdown. DK got locked up, and Warren, who was the rookie, had a better day than him. He kind of had a really good day. So DK did not have his way against us. And, just based off this game alone, we won the trade. I don't know what else to say. So, but yeah, solid team defense. Darion Kendrick came from the Rams. I think this dude can be a good addition to this DB room. And I think he can definitely be a wider cornerback 4, potentially cornerback 3. Josh Jobe had an amazing day yesterday. And this dude only allowed 1 reception out of 4 or 5 targets, and he had that interception. Josh Jobe has really come into his own on this team. Excuse me. I said this dude could be at best a backup, and he has shut me the hell up. A lot of players are proving me wrong, and I love that. And he's really proven to be an integral part of this Mike Macdonald defense. So, if anything, I feel like he's been taking snaps away from Woolen. If anything, and Woolen I thought had a good game yesterday outside of that. Outside of a thing, I don't remember if it was a holding or pass interference. Either way, he had a penalty in the first quarter, and I was like, "Oh, here we go again." But not Woolen. He didn't really get his name called on, and he didn't really get picked on the rest of the game. So I thought he played a good game. But Jobe, he played an amazing game, and I don't know what PFF was doing. They did not rank him high. I'll show that I'll show those rankings in here in a minute. But this dude played a great game in coverage and was locking up DK, just locking up everybody. So that is really great to see. Great team defense, great team offense. Special teams did their part. And hopefully this this is us finding our identity as a team or as an offense, and we can head into week 3 with more confidence. I'm looking at the grades. Offensive grades, like, I'm not a surprise. K9 had a 91. Sam Darnold had an 81.7, which is great to see because Sam Darnold played a great game. Don't let the numbers fool you. Don't let those interceptions fool you. This dude played solid football. He had nearly 300 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, and he didn't throw a single pick in the second half. So that's really great to see. Poise from a veteran. That is exactly what we like to see. Cooper Kupp had an 80.2. He had an 89 in run blocking. That's another reason why we got Kupp, because this dude can run block. When he's healthy, this dude can catch passes and block in the run game. That is amazing. JSN had a 78.6, although I feel like he should be in the 80s because he had 100-plus yards. Wow. Charles Cross had a 73. That's good. Abe Lucas had a 67.5. Barner had a 66.7. Royal had a 65. These guys played decent, which is great to see. Like, they played decent, especially since we got rookies out here that are playing at an above. Technically, they're playing at an above average level. Arroyo and Horton. And Sundell had a decent game yesterday at center, which is great to see. Like, Darnold only got sacked twice, and overall the O-line was solid. So this is great to see. And then on the defense, Leonard Williams out here having another year so far. 82.5. Byron Murphy, 74.7. Tyrese Knight, 73.4. Like I said, he had a great game. 71.6 for Boye Mafe. 69.7 for Derek Hall. Darion Kendrick, 69.3. Not to mention he had that drop pick too, so you really could have had 2 interceptions. 68 from Jaron Reed, 67.5 from Mike Morris, which is great to see. Drake Thomas had a 66.2, another linebacker, or one of our safeties, 62.6. Like, this is great to see. It's next man up, and we're having players out here performing. Like I said, I don't know why Josh Jobe is not up in here in the 60s. I quite frankly don't know why we only have one player in the 80s when this defense played great as a whole. But we got it done, and we have some ballers on this team. So this is what I love to see. I'm glad to see that we have players that we drafted last year that's taking a step up, like Byron Murphy and Tyrese Knight. I'm glad to see that Boye Mafe still out there kicking it. Same with Derek Hall. This is great to see. Overall, great team win, like I said, and this will give us confidence coming back home, which we have struggled mightily to win under Mike so far. We are 3-7 so far under Mike. Although our road record is near perfect under Mike. I think after with that win yesterday, I think we're like 8-1 on the road under Mike, which is just crazy to think about. Or like 9-1 on the road, which is just insane. Which is great to see because winning on the road matters. When it comes to the playoffs, that matters. You're gonna have to win on the road, especially if you're only playing if you're like a 4th or 3rd seed and you're not the 1st seed. Or a wild card, you're gonna have to win on the road. That matters a lot, but we have to win at home. We have to win at home, and that's been a stress for this team for the longest time. I do think that we let one get away from us last week against the Niners, and I do think we will take care of business against the Saints next week. So I do think we'll be able to bounce back. But I will preview that video. But overall, like I said, a great game from this team, and I cannot wait to see what we do next week. But I think that's all I have for this video. I will be making a preview video either Thursday. I'll be making a preview video either Thursday or Friday. And man, I'm just excited. And I'll be previewing the Saints game, and we'll go from there. So, thank you for stopping by. Have a good day, and go Hawks, go Mariners, and go Kraken.